What's happening, guys? Well, today we were out in Rampart Range and we are on Dackney Road. Now, if any of you guys are from the area, you're probably familiar with Dackney Road and probably familiar with the place that I'm at. It's a national, I believe it's National Forest Road from here. I entered the National Forest back a couple of miles. But the mission for today is to have another dual sport lunch. Oh! Now, I am out by myself today, so we are going to be taking it fairly easy. Try not to die when you're by yourself. But there's a really cool spot that I want to get to that has a huge boulder that I can have lunch on. It's Friday after work. I work a little bit extra each day so I can get a half day on Friday. And that usually does work out. Sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time it does. So today is actually the first day I rode Xena into the new job, which a bunch of you have asked me about, and it's going extremely well. And a bunch of you also have said that you really like the Rampart Range trail videos. I don't know if we're going to hit any trail today, but we might. These trails still scare the crap out of me. But I was having such a good ride up here, I really thought I had to take you guys along because it's such a cool area. So many places to ride, it's ridiculous. And since it is only like, I don't know, I think it's about 2 p.m. There shouldn't be too many people up here unless they took Friday off. I also wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody for all the kind comments and everything on more things to know when buying a DRZ. I know it's a long video, but it's a long video full of tons of content, so I thought it was alright to make it a little bit longer, especially since it's an add-on video, and it's really targeted, so if people are looking for that, they'll sit and watch it. And what totally took me off guard, which probably shouldn't have because it's one of my favorite things, look at this guy, is the Wolfman E12 bags have been like the star of the show. That's been all the questions that I've been getting have been about those bags. So that's awesome. Wolfman, feel free to send me stickers or something if you're selling tons of bags. E12 bags. But it can't decide what it wants to do today. I've been rained on, I've been hailed on. It's been beautiful blue skies. Mother Nature just isn't quite sure today. But that's okay, because I brought all my gear to work, dressed appropriately. Ooh. Oh. Well, look at that missed opportunity. Dang. There's just all kinds of stuff like that out here. You just never know when you're going to come across it. I guess if you knew these trails like the back of your hand, you'd smash every one of those. Look like a rock star, but I don't. I think this is like my third time on this road. And every other time I've been on this road has been with a dual sport group. I didn't even know it existed. We actually came up this road and went out this way back over to Castle Rock during the snow busting dual sport ride. So we got to ride this in like 8 inches of snow. That was a little hairy, but it worked. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that the RotoPax fuel tank, still a great idea, however, did not work out the way it should have. In the middle of the ride that I did with Ride-A-Map, Miss Stacy and Mr. Scott, a couple of my bolts decided that they didn't want to stay attached to the bike. So luckily we were able to get them hooked up, get the RotoPax hooked up to Miss Stacy's quad with a ratchet strap. And I didn't lose the Lox Mount. I almost did. It was hanging on by a thread on the second bolt, one thread. But I was able to get it off. Whee! This pea gravel, slippery. I was able to get it off and get it safe. And then I was able to yell at Mr. Scott, because Mr. Scott helped me put it all on. And Mr. Scott's a great guy, don't get me wrong. I can yell at him if I want to. He's my best friend in Colorado. But I was like, Mr. Scott, Demoto Vlogger told me you need to use Loctite with these bolts. He's like, otherwise the rack will come off and everything will fall apart. And he's like, nah, they've got locking nylon washers, it'll be fine. So Mr. Scott, in a moment of, I'm just gonna call it a moment of laziness, because Mr. Scott's not lazy. In a moment, a rare moment of laziness, Mr. Scott didn't feel like helping me put Loctite on. So I went out and bought some new bolts because I lost one from the rack, so my seat was hanging on by one bolt. And got some new bolts, put some Loctite on them. Ooh. Oh, dude, I went the wrong way. But cool, because this is leading me to where I want to go. This road is open to everything. I love those signs. But anyway, the rack is now, whoa, look at that, guys. Don't get to see something like that every day. It's just majestic. But Loctited all the bolts that hold the rack on. And I have to get one more bolt that holds the RotoPax lock on, and then I think I'll be good to go. Trails, trails, everywhere trails. Not the one that I want though. Little bit of water. Yeah. It's the thing that I love about this waterproof gear. It was looking like hell when I left the office. Like it was gonna pour down rain. And I was like, that's okay, because I have all of my gear. Didn't get wet at all. A little warm, but I guess I could open my vents. So how's this for dual sport heaven? You know? It's just the trails that I don't like here, and the only reason I don't like the trails here is because they're scary, with people flying down them going both ways. If they were one-way trails, it would be amazing. But this area is awesome. So we've been getting a lot of rain this spring, and it's made everything so green. Look, it's crazy. There's still snow up in the mountains. But everything's so green. It's going to be a beautiful summer in Colorado. Mr. Scott has been here for several more years than I have. And he was like, I think he's been here for 4 years, 4 or 5 years. But he said the first year that he lived out here, it was like this. And he said it was absolutely gorgeous. And then he said the next couple of years they got no rain, so everything was brown and not ugly, but just brown and not super beautiful. So hopefully we'll have another one of those super beautiful years.